Hey there. Today I'd like to take a casual peek into the Gears of War Lieutenant Min Young Kim action figure by NECA. This figure is a Toys R Us exclusive and is the second version of Lieutenant Kim. The first version came with a 2-pack with General Rom. And I believe the second version of Lieutenant Kim is got either better or more articulation. I'm not sure which. I've read on the interwebs that it's a different version altogether, not just a repack. Like I said, this is a Toys R Us exclusive, and I first became interested in this line at WonderCon when I saw the Gears of War and the Street Fighter 4 figures over there. But I wasn't going to buy them at WonderCon. Because I did see the Gears of War line at Toys R Us before, just wasn't interested in it just recently. And looks like I'm going to have to do some online ordering or specialty shop ordering to get the other figures, because it seems like this Gears of War is a pretty popular line. It's part of the Player Select line from NECA, which focuses on video games. Let's go ahead and take a look at the figure in the packaging a little bit better. If you haven't played Gears of War, this unfortunate soul had a brief appearance in the first game. Look, you can see he's already detailed just looking at him through the package. He's got his Lancer here, shotgun here, and I noticed the right leg is bent inward or turned inward. It looks like a swivel joint. Hopefully it's just a twist in the articulation on there. Looking at the back of the package, you can see quick bio of Lieutenant Kim and video game images, and also other figures from the line. There's Marcus Phoenix, a Locust. I'm not sure what the particular Locust types. It's been a while since I played the game. Hoffman, I believe. Another Locust. Dom. I think another Locust. I'm not sure who that guy is. From what I've researched, I think he's just a typical grunt on there, or a cog guy. And not sure who that is. Okay, let's go ahead and open up the figure in the package, and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back, and Lieutenant Kim is out of the package. First thing I gotta mention is that, the waft of fumes and opening NECA figures out of the package, it is very strong. I wasn't about to pass out or anything. It's just that it's pretty strong, and I'm wondering if these fumes are toxic, at least with prolonged inhalation. But yeah, I use the word inhalation. I'm a geek. I don't know. One thing I gotta commend NECA for is they actually went out of their way to credit the people involved in creating the. I'm not sure if it's the specific figure or the Gears of War figures. I think that's actually pretty neat. Being a smaller company, I guess they can do that. I can see why Hasbro or Mattel don't, just because they have too many people involved. But I think it's kind of neat, and they went out of their way to credit the sculptor, the painter, and just all the people involved. I think that's really cool in NECA. Taking a look at the figure and the accessories. Lieutenant Kim comes with 2 accessories. He comes with a shotgun and a Lancer. And they have pegs that can go into a single peg hole in the back. As you can see here, the peg came off of the shotgun and is stuck in there, so I'm going to have to use some pliers to pull that out. But looking at the detail on the shotgun, I think it's actually kind of neat. One thing that the painters of the Gears of War figures doesn't have to be as neat. They can be as sloppy as they want and it'll still look good, because these Gears figures are so battle worn that it's just got lots of dirt and grime, and it it's not neat and shiny. Here's the Lancer. There was a swivel handle on the Lancer that broke off, but I don't mind too much because the peg I can use to substitute as a handle. This is a very nice and detailed Lancer, nice and well used by the blood that's on the chainsaw there. I think that's kind of neat. Taking a look at the figure itself, one thing that interests me in the NECA line is just the attention to detail. Detail's not the most important thing to me, but I have to admit it does add to the figure. It really does. And I think that NECA is at the top of the line when it comes to mass market figures, because it's just outstanding what they can pack into a figure that a lot of companies don't do. I think that's really neat. Look at the detail on Lieutenant Kim's face there. I think that's really, really neat. One thing I have to get used to, though, is that and I knew going in that NECA figures were fragile, but I didn't know how fragile they were until I broke off Lieutenant Kim's hand here. I was playing around with the hinge on the hand, and it just snapped right off. Fortunately, most of the hinge is still there, so I can put some glue on there, some super glue. I won't be able to rotate the wrist though, and I may have to apply some green stuff in there just to fill in the gaps on there. So yeah, I have to get used to this, to being a lot more gentler with these figs. Looking at the articulation, the head goes all the way around, and I noticed they didn't paint here on the bottom of the neck there. That's not too bad though. The arms do go all the way around. They do go out and in. I'm not going to go too far out because of the shoulder guard here. It's made of softer plastic and it's glued through a peg, but I'm not going to bother pulling it out any further. The elbows go all the way around and they do bend. I'm not going to bother doing the wrist articulation. It does rotate in and out, go in and out. The torso goes all the way around, barely goes up or down. The legs are on a T-hinge crotch joint, similar to DC Universe Classics, so they go up, down, back, and out to the side. I don't know if this is the new articulation or not, but the right leg does not go out because this pouch here is above the hinge joint there. The knees, they do bend, not too much, and they do rotate all the way around at the knee, so that's kind of neat. And the foot actually does go all the way around, but barely goes up or down on here. Overall, I really like these figures. I just have to be a lot more gentler. I plan to collect more of the Gears of War figures. I like the game. I really like the game, and I really like these figures. I think they're great to display or to maybe even do stop motion. We can't articulate these guys very much, but I recommend this figure for anybody that's into Gears of War or into NECA line of figures. I think these are really great. I only paid $14 at Toys R Us, but looks like I'm gonna have to pay more for the other figures. But that's my casual peek into Lieutenant Kim from the Gears of War line. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.